Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of Cranky Conrods. Well, today we're going to be going out and having a look at a Mercedes 1999 V8 5.0 S-Class with the Airmatic ride suspension and all the bells and whistles. Now, this one is got a fault, we believe it to have, with a duo valve in the front scuttle panel. When you've got the air conditioning on and everything is all working as it should, the heating is still on the left side of the vehicle. Well, that's good in the winter time, but it's not very good in the summertime. So the chap is now, while the vehicle's off the road and doing his bits and pieces, he wants to get it sorted. So that's what we're going to go and help him with today. So the part in question is this. This is the duo valve. The duo valve is what controls the climate in the car from left to right and front and back, I believe. But I think it's mainly left and right in the vehicle. Now, that is all controlled by these two little solenoids right here. And if one of these stick, fail, or whatever in the open position, it will allow hot water to bypass it, that I'm told, and it will go into the HVAC system and it will continue to put the heating on, regardless if you've got it turned off and all the rest of it. So that's what we're going to go and do today, and hopefully you guys are going to like this video and as much as I did making it, and you're going to consider hitting subscribe, like, and all that weird and wonderful stuff. And with all that self-promotion and all that sort of baloney out, let's get on there and let's get into doing this S-Class. So, right folks, so 15mm, and these act as pullers on the Mercedes, which is really damn good of them. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing this side, 15mm, pulling this one off as well, and we're going to be removing this whole entire face of cowl. So the duo valve is just here underneath the wiper arms in the middle of the car. So I'll get you guys caught up again once I get this one cracked off, and I'll get this one off. I'll show you guys where all the screws are for the faceplate. So you have 3 plastic little screws, one there, and one over there. And these ones wouldn't come out, so I've just drilled them out and pushed them out, and we'll have to get some replacements to go in there. But that's this whole entire front scuttle panel. You take it all out, and then when we get this out of the way, you're going to be left with that big mess. And now this big mess, we're going to be undoing the bolt nut there, the nut there, the nut there, and there's a nut over there, which is really tricky to see. I think they're 13s on these, possibly 14s, I can't remember. But then we're going to take this whole complete wiper arm assembly out, and then there's our duo valve, just here, look, tucked down in the depths of the scuttle panel. And then we're going to be trying to get in there and having a look, and hopefully we'll get that swapped out today. Right folks, so you'll have a couple of washers and the little connection behind it, the little plug. Now you just squeeze the little tabs in on the sides and it just pops out. Really no big deal. And you know, just be very careful with this because it is quite a weight. It's quite heavy, and it's also very close to the windscreen. The windscreen, don't forget guys, is just here, and there's nothing, you can really drop this over, chip it and crack the windscreen very, very easily. So just be warned, that could happen. So anyway, let's get back on and show you guys what we've got. So now we've got it all disconnected and all removed. Now we're finding that somebody's already been in here already, and there's tons of moss. There's a lot of animosity in here, look guys. Look, animosity. Anyway, so this is your duo valve. We're going to be swapping this one out, and I'm hoping, like I said, we're going to get this in and chained up today. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes and plans out. Right folks, so with the duo valve, you put your hand on the back like so, and you just very gently pull it forward. Now I'll show you on the new one. You've got these rubber little socks it sits on, little rubber washers, whatever you wish to call them. I don't know what the fancy name is for them, but they just drop in, slot in and clip in like so, and you just literally pop it forward, and that's what we've got to do. Now We were just having a discussion off of camera on this particular one. This one isn't used, but there's like a weird plate, blanking plate that goes over the top of it. So we're going to stop being a bunch of girls and get into it, and hopefully we don't break the little cap that goes over the top and everything else. Anyway, so the two bottom ones here on this particular one goes into the heater matrix. So these valves here at the back here is for the due climate control either side of the car. One's left, one's right. That's the water pump for it, so it self-circulates, and this is the main feed in. I don't know what this one does on the other models. Sadly, I can't tell you. It might be for some sort of heater, you know, on some of these cars. But anyway, nonetheless, we're just going to get in now, swap these three pipes over, and hopefully we're going to have a working one. But just while I'm in here quickly, this one doesn't have a make, brand or nothing on it, and this one has Bosch written all over it for German. So I'd say this is probably the original one, and this is some probably like aftermarket pump they've put in and whatever. So we'll keep the old one for spares. If anything happens, we can just simply swap the pump over at a later date. Anyway, I'll get you guys caught up once I get these pipes off and got them swapped over. Right, folks, so after a bit of time, we've finagling and gentle persuasion, that's what we're looking at. Is this little plastic cap. It's got a little rubber ring in it. Goes in like so, and it just clips over here, and there's a little metal clip that goes round it as well. So we've undone took the metal clip off, we've took this out now, and we're going to swap it over now to the new model, and hopefully we'll have a working system on this Mercedes. So I'll get you guys caught back up when I get all these pipes back on, and basically if I can remember how to put it back together, that is. Anyway, let's get this back together. Right, folks, so we finally got it put back in, got it all lined up, got it all strapped in. Now this took me a little bit of time to it's alright, I'm trying to lean over the front, being careful of your aromatic suspension. So when we got it put back, try to get it back in, these don't slide back into their rightful place. So what I done is pull these out. I just got a screwdriver and helped hook them out. Yeah, I pulled these out, I slotted them in their right slots and everything else, greased up the rubber nipple type bits on the top, and then just simply got a pair of pliers and just pulled them through, and it was a lot damn sight easier, because I was just starting to get a little bit ratty with trying to get this put back in. Anyway, we've got it all back in now, we've got it all tightened up. We're just going to start the car up now and basically see if it's all working as intended. Fingers crossed, and hopefully it does. We ain't got any leaks, and I'm about to pressurise the system as well to make sure that everything's holding and everything's happy. So I'll get you guys caught back up in a minute once I've got everything running and everything back together, and show you guys exactly what it looks like when we're all done. So folks, there we go. It's all put back together now, and the duo valve is put to bed, and it all seems to be working. Just every so often you get cold air coming out on idle, so we'll be back at some point to investigate that. But for now, like I say folks, it's working, it's running, it's driving, and everything seems to be working. So much love from me, and peace out.